All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity, keeping sound doctrine. And this just a quick lesson, man. Just something that I was the spirit uh hit me, man, just to bring this out. Uh, it's just the influence that Jake has globally, which clearly lets you know that we are a special people, man. Set apart from the rest of the nations. You know, it's a reason why everything that we do is mocked by these other nations. And when I say mocked, I mean how they want to emulate the things that we do. So we'll get the book of Matthew, chapter 5. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 13. It says, "Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to cast out, and to be trodden under foot of men." But the point of the matter, man, is we are the salt of the earth. Speaking of the Israelites, man. Everything from music to fashion to sports, everything, including the innumerable amount of inventions that we came up with, man. This whole world wouldn't even function if it wasn't for the things that we've done, man. So, this is just something that hit me, through the spirit, man, with the Kyrie Kanye situation. I know this keep going on, but hey, it's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing these things to the forefront, man. So we gotta, address it. And with that being said, we are the salt, man. And this is a guy in South Korea, man, and he's doing a thing called Memphis Jukin, man. And no doubt, he is a Jake. Clearly, you can tell he's a Jake, man. By his by the movement, man. But the whole point of this matter is Jake has influence all over the world. This probably went from Memphis, man, all the way to South Korea. So the influence that we have is so great, man. And people still wanna deny that we are the people. Ain't no salt coming out of Israel right now, man. Ain't no flavor, Of course, it's Israelites scattered in there. But man, them people are bland as some stale bread, man. Ain't no flavor coming up from over there, man. So, this is clear, man, that We have an influence, but it also uh, goes into Jake having a wicked influence, man. We are the influential people, you know, in Babylon the Great. And we know that Babylon the Great um, has blinded the other nations, man. You know, with its policies. But Jake also has a hand in it, man. So we'll go to Revelation chapter 17. You know, with Jake being an influence, you know, here in Babylon the Great, which most things, to be honest, man, like all the things that were named previously, man, like the rap, not only rap, music, fashion, sports, man, all these other nations emulate what comes from Babylon the Great. So we'll get the book of Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. It says, "And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and he talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters." And we know, if you jump down to 15, it explains what the waters are, man. All right, verse 15, it says, "And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues." So, you know, this is a so-called melting pot. But Jake has an influence over all these nations, man. You know. So within this country, Jake has a major influence on these nations. You know, these foreigners, so to speak. Moab, you know, Amalek. All these nations, man. All of them, they want to be like us, man. So, it's a lucky for dragging it on, but this is the point, man. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication. And we know that's speaking of Babylon the Great. Its policies and its you know, his whole system, man. You know, all these other nations have bought into it, you know, and been deceived or tricked, so to speak, into following after Babylon the Great. But, you know, on another level, you know, not trying to be deep, but Jake has also had his influence with wickedness, man. And it's going to the other nations. This is the point of the matter. And Salaki for all that rambling. But this is the point. Jake has an influence in Nigeria with this drill music, man. And we know this drill music is strictly really death music. You know, it's based on murder, robbery, kidnapping, you know, basically murdering, man. Being a demon, you know. And it's spreading to Nigeria at a fast pace. So hey, Jake is gonna be over there murdering, killing, robbing, Salaki. All because of this drill music, man. You know, I ain't gonna read the article though, you know. But it is, you know, it's just going into how this drill music got started. It says it went global in 2012 via rapper Chief Keef, gaining prominence in the streets of London through artists like 67, whoever that is. You know, so this is one of the wicked things that Jake has been perpetuating throughout the earth, man. You know, seeing the influence that Jake has, even this wickedness is spreading. So, you know, that's just another aspect of it, man. Jake has a whole lot of influence on things that go on in this world, man. And as we see, you know, they trying to get Kyrie to fold and you know, throw in the towel, apologize, you know, and it's been likened to trying to book break so-called slave Israelite, man. You know, that's what it's been compared to. And man, they really trying to persecute the man, you know, looking over the things that he's saying.
So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light.
And clearly, you know what he's talking about, man. Us in this truth know exactly what he's talking about, man. They've tried to cover up who the true people of the scriptures are, man, and that's us. You know, they've put that on the, you know, under the rug, so to speak, trying to cover it up. But you know, he makes points that they just look over, man. You know,
Whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create, and it was something I shared, and I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility, then that's where I sit. So, you know, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So,
and that goes back
I take
to
my
the
full
curses,
responsibility.
man. Being
Again,
a byword, proverb, byword. You know, no matter where we go, no matter where we step foot at, man, people are gonna look down on us. You know, because of the curses, man. So, you know, it's a reason behind it. Though, you know, the people that's over there now, man, they not getting treated like that. People around the world look up to them, you know, and have a sense of compassion for them. But it was a point that he said that, you know, really.
Believe are true and that you don't believe represent your rights.
You got
I
the
think
reporter
some of the
asking
criticism
dumb
of the Jewish
questions.
faith in the community, for sure. Some points made in there that were
The action and some of the things that you did hurt people.
yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through. And the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community. And I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. And it was something I shared.
Okay, why would Kyrie Irving be sorry for finding out who he is, man? You know. And in his interview, he goes on to say that, you know, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. He says the most important thing that helped him out, man, was learning to read and look up words. Matter of fact, we can get it, man. Let's see. 'Cause, you know, that's powerful, man, you know. And they don't expect us.
The new NBA app has big stops, bigger.
It's like it. They don't expect us to do that, to be able to look up words, to be diligent about these scriptures, man, as well as history, man. You know, we have to go into history, knowing who we are, knowing what we've been through. Just like they try to cover up the Jewish slave ship owners, man. You know, who funded the slave ships. They want to cover that up, man. But it's history, man. We not dumb. We can clearly see this right here in our face, man. So Salakia for all the rambling, and let's get another one, man. You know, and this is to the 2/3 out there, man. You know, that's gonna be clearly blinded. And clearly I spelled that wrong. Salakia. And we know where we're going, man. It's the book of Hosea, man. Chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because they don't want to pick up a book. They don't want to read. They don't want to look at the history. They don't want to go into the scriptures, you know. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, and they're rejecting the knowledge. And when you got the men out on the highways and hedges bringing this knowledge out, and you just walking by, turning your heads up, giving the stank face, and you know, being a demon, man, you're rejecting the knowledge. And this is what the Lord said. He said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So there's no excuse for you not to know what's going on out here, man. You know, you got the men out on the highways and hedges, as well as millions, possibly, I know hundreds of thousands, videos that have been made, you know, going out, explaining who we are. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So when you see people out here getting judged, man, left and right, you know, 9 times out of 10, these people have came in contact with the truth and just ignored it, man. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing much judgment to the earth right now. Because there's no excuse not to know what's going on. But we can see if we can get that sound bite.
Your shots, passes behind the back, to peeks behind the scenes.
Spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and it's still going on. And you guys are asking me, respectfully, to speak on something that was a documentary that I had nothing to do with. I didn't make it. So, just please keep that same energy when you guys are addressing me.
Kyrie, for the record, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm gonna repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not gonna turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is just a yes or no on that question. Yes or no.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
So basically, he's letting these devils know that he knows the truth, man. Nobody, well, it's a lot of people ignorant, but the people that have been diligent, studied, and listened to the elders, man, you know, hey, they know the truth. So you can't pull the wool over our eyes, so to speak, man. You know, we know what's going on. All those days are over with. Devil, your reign is over. Just you know, give it up, man. You know, either now or later, but it's over with.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
Kyrie, did you personally meet with the ADL?
I was informed that they wanted to have a meeting, and we handled it.
Kyrie Irving, moments ago.
You want to trick a black person, put it in the book.
And that's what I wanted to get to.
We're dismissed because I studied. I know the.
So like you, yeah. This is the point. This is the part right here.
I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be, looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth. That I'm proud of who I am. Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I studied. I know the Oxford Dictionary. You look it up, right? one of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language.
And that's what the elders and the apostles and elders of GMS always stress, man. Go into these words, man, so you can understand what's going on. Not just biblically, but know your words and where they come from, man. So you already can see where who he listened to, man. He been listening to GMS. Now, whether he believed 100% truth or not, that's yet to be seen. But you could tell that he's been listening to GMS, looking up words, going into words.
Start looking it up and understand the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in the book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
So, devil, hey, your reign is coming to an end, devil. So, you know, this is something that we love to see. And we going to rejoice, man. You know, Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keep the spirit upon us to keep going out there, man, on the highways and hedges and making these lessons and bringing this word out, man. And you know, to this place is just all the way destroyed, man. So, you know, we'll go to the book of Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Like he said, 300 million of his ancestors are buried here in America. You know, I don't know if that number is accurate or not, but it's a whole bunch. So, you know, and a lot of these people were slain by the hand of Esau, man. But they want to overlook that, you know. They want to overlook that. 300 million, hey, it's not even a comparison, man, when you're talking about 6 million compared to 300 million and counting to this day. So, you know, they want to sweep that right up on the rug, overlook that, man. You know, and why? Because they know it's true. Hey, but this devil, it's just a devil. Well, you can't even expect nothing, man. You know, never trust your enemy, man. It says, who possesses slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And that's what they doing, man. They trying their best not to be guilty in the matter. But you are, you know, and the, you know, that H word, supposedly what they went through, didn't even happen on the shores of America, man. But they get more, they're more prideful of that than, you know, acknowledging what we went through, man. So clearly, we are the people. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to let that be known soon, man. So we ain't worried about it, man. We rejoicing and we loving every minute of it, man. Just to be able to see this truth being talked about in the mainstream media, man. That's major. You know, the word is going out. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Northern kingdom, southern kingdom, oppressed together. You know, the Native Americans, the Latinos, you know, throughout South America, North America. We've all been oppressed together, man, you know, by this devil. And Salakia for not mentioning the northern tribe when you speak of the salt, man, because they get a whole lot of salt from them. You know, they so-called hate them, but they love, you know, it's always something, man. They hate Mexican, but when you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's full of Edomites, man. Hey, these people crazy, man. But that lets you know this devil hadn't changed, man. They hate the nation of people, but they love what they bring. because we the salt. Okay, it says, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast and refused to let them go. And we still in captivity to this day. You know, the damage is done, man. So now it's time for Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, to free his people, you know. And it says their Redeemer is strong. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. So, the Lord is going to utterly destroy this place by way of his son and the nuclear missiles, man. You know, and the elect is going to be beamed up, and the Lord is going to start his rulership, and, you know, with the 144,000 governing body, and all the wicked Israelites that didn't make it are going to be born again in the kingdom, man. You know, it's all about the elect, 144, and that remnant, 1/3 remnant, which is going to be, you know, a great multitude of people. But, you know, basically, hey, man, our time is coming. Time is getting short. And, you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Lord willing, is coming for his people, man. You know, which he is, you know, Lord willing, I'm one of those people. But, you know.
You got the best view.
Yeah, but I got to get out and go down.
You got the best view, man.
Nah, I can't see I can't see them hitting though. And Salaki, man. So nosy Edomite, man. What's wrong with these people, man? But like I was saying, man, you know, Lord willing, somebody was edified by this lesson, and want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Shalom.